Today we're talking about speed deals in commercial, Pocket Pizza, Brookvale, some other tenancies going into Brookvale. They're doing deals, they're doing them fast. How are they doing that, Stage?
Snap, it's Mark Novak. He lives, he breathes. You can't stop this guy. Good morning.
Even with no power in our office, can't get into our office, we still manage to do the show and have it be up, running, going. COVID, who cares? Can't get in, no power, who cares? Can't get in the office, who cares? Holidays, who cares? But no reception on the phone, who cares?
Who cares?
How are you? Hey, great deal you've done. You good?
I'm well. It's, look at this. We're not in the office, but we've still found a really tight, cushiony spot here outside of Bruinai, which is a fantastic coffee shop next to our agency. And here we are doing the show today.
Can you show us inside?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a little squeeze.
So this is another tenant. This is another tenant we found in Brookvale for our commercial tenant. So get this, guys. This shop was 21 metres squared, just a bit bigger than a garage. A garage is 13 metres squared. Let's go inside.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah, this guy just pumps out coffee. Where is he? Is he hiding? How are you, Joe? What's happening? Yeah, good. You did you take any time off?
Did you take any time off?
I miss you, man. I miss you.
1 week.
He misses you. He can't stop shouting in my ear right now. He misses you. We're going through.
I miss our morning waves.
How incredible this space has turned. So, love the setup. This is unreal. Love the artwork.
So just when you think a hole in the wall can't be rented, look what he's done. He's put his shirt there. Is that LL Cool J on the wall?
Oh, we got. I think so. We got new t-shirts. Check this out.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yep.
How much?
I like it. How much are these puppies? How much are you going
We're selling for 40 at the moment.
Yeah. 40 at the moment for these bangers.
Yeah.
These are unreal. Represent Bruinai. DY. Unreal.
And then inside, best coffee ever.
It's ridiculous.
Hey Nath, can you turn your Wi-Fi off?
Yeah, give us a sec. Oh, it's off. Wi-Fi is off.
Okay, yeah, I think maybe we've got to go back outside. Struggling.
Struggle streets. We're back out. We're back
struggling.
outside.
Yeah, good guy, Joe. Guys, and just if you turn around for a sec, we'll show everyone where we are. Corner of Delmar Parade and Pittwater Road. Probably the best coffee in DY. So that's Pittwater Road corner up there. So probably the best coffee in DY is Bruinai. Joe is in there serving from 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a little bit of an outpost, so when you leave DY to go towards the city, you can duck in there, pull over, grab your coffee. Weapon.
Fortunate to be next to our place.
Weapon.
So,
yeah. All right, let's talk about Pocket Pizza deal. This was significant.
This was incredible, and it's like, teamwork makes the dream work, as cliche as that sounds. But the incredible thing is, when you've got more than one force working together. So James Lampline and I, James is like my Yoda, and I'm just the Jedi trying to work my way up the ranks. Put our heads together, and we've got, for instance, a property there, Brookvale, had no love. COVID, goodness me, let's be real, it took a big hit on the retail sector. You've got owners who thought, okay, nothing's going to happen at this place. What are we going to do with it? We're just going to leave it be. But we came in, and the beauty of it is establishing incredible relationships with people across, your journey. Things don't happen just like that.
So Nath, these owners of this property had problems with their tenant. For example, there was two tenants in there. It was COVID. The tenants were having a slightly hard time. The model of the businesses wasn't quite suiting COVID, or maybe the area. I don't know, but they weren't making the money. Well, so the French restaurant that was there, I actually thought was really pumping, but anyway, I think it was a bit hard for them, so they stopped. And then the owners were like, you know what, it's probably not going to be rented this time of the year. Also, the owners wanted to develop the property, so they didn't want to do a long lease. So they're like, no one's going to want it for a short time. What happened?
So look, let's quickly just step back a moment and explore why potentially the business didn't succeed as great as we probably thought. Molding into this COVID era, you've got your business has to transition with everything. And good morning, Jazz. How are you there, mate? Thanks for the comment there.
Legend.
Look, with the retail, with the food business, you really want to be able to explore your other avenues. And if something's not working, you want to evolve. And so they didn't have that element, for instance, of takeaway. Implementing that.
Yes.
Utilizing businesses like Uber Eats and things like that to really expand on the business. When you don't have that, goodness me, it impacts it quite significantly. So that, I think, for one, is the main reason. But here we were, and as I was saying earlier, it's about building relationships. I mean, look, the thing was, we'd been in discussions with, for instance, Pocket Pizza several months ago for other properties, and the sad thing is some people just miss out on an opportunity, and then we get something new, and the beauty of what we do is remembering and thinking, okay, who else needed something like this, And it's about bringing that to their attention, and that's what we were successful at doing. And it's such a crucial thing to do, is getting their attention and getting them in quick smart.
So for people that don't know, Pocket Pizza is an animal pizza business. They're in Manly. They do exceptionally well. Manly had a lot of competition. Pocket Pizza opened, and they just smashed, dominated, and just launched into that area, and have done really, really well. So people love Pocket Pizza, so much so that they needed to have another store to lean on, so they could reach into DY, reach into Brookvale, reach into Narrowena, because Manly was 3-4 suburbs too far away. And you secured them.
Definitely. And what's really cool is, they saw where they were seeing some negative feedback in terms of their delivery side of the business. People trying to, people loved them so much, they were getting from far and wide trying to grab deliveries from them, and just by the time it got to them, it was killing them. So they thought, you know what, no, we need to branch out now, guys. We need to be accessible to other suburbs, that are missing out. And the beautiful thing is, and it comes down to the relationship that you have with someone, and it's that speediness, the quickness, it's the professionalism behind it. We were able to secure them there. And my God, is that going to be a bloody treat when that opens up? Because, I think
it's going to be huge. Whereabouts are they going?
Whereabouts, sorry?
Whereabouts are they going?
So 515 Pittwater Road, which borderline smack bang in the middle where it's all happening right now. I mean, Brookvale's blown up, but this spot here in particular, you've got,
so that's basically next to Brookvale Hotel there.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yep.
So being next to Brookvale Hotel there, it explores a whole different world of foot traffic and people that are interested in food, and that that nightlife, for instance, as well, because that's definitely what it'll amplify. You've got these guys; they're going to be rocking a double front glassed property, tons of exposure.
The delivery guys all can come in the back safely.
Correct.
So to get in and out, the delivery guys can get in and out nice and safe.
Correct. Which is such an advantageous thing. They don't need to be pulling up from the front, and creating that clump of mess there, because it leaves then for other patrons to come on in, wait for the for instance, pick up deliveries and things like that. But they do have rear access, which works really, really well for them. And like I was saying, you know, with double glass frontage, exposure, Pittwater Road, you know, you put two and two together, it's unbloody real. And
Yep.
this just boils
And
down to, sorry, go on.
and also service suburbs, Nath. So for businesses like that, then this is all the considerations that these pizza guys have. Service suburbs are really, really important, and the type of customer that they are identified that they have are probably more like, you know, I guess they can go to families, they can go to singles. So their service suburbs from where Brookvale is, they can do some pretty awesome lunches because there's 6,000 odd businesses that are in that area. And then basically from there, when it goes into the night, they can go up to Beacon Hill, Brookvale, Narrowena, Allambie, North Manly, even reach into their catchment where they were, Freshwater, and then into DY. And DY is a monster market for them.
It is. And you put it in the perspective like this, you look at end of year, the only shop that was open that was supplying not even just pizza but food in general, takeaway, was Domino's. You know, and if you've got something like this now that can explore its options and, you know, explore their trading hours, my God, it'd be a force to be reckoned with. I think.
COVID's been interesting for delivery models. A lot of people that refuse to do delivery models and have ended up doing delivery models in their food business, and you know, pizza in particular, and those extra takeaway business have just amped up on steroids.
Absolutely.
They've made good money.
And you need to, because, and it's not trying to be stubborn. You know, I think a lot of people fall into that stubborn stream of we're not doing this and we're not doing that. But it's important to learn to adapt and to evolve. You know, whether it be COVID or not, it's something you really need to think about your business. If it's almost 2D, your business, it's not going to grow. Being 3D, being expandable is such an important key element to growth. You know, and you want to be seen and you want to be heard. And there's nothing like, you know, you'd be seeing your neighbors that are ordering something and it's like, oh my God, what'd you get? And it's like, well, look, I ordered pocket pizza from online. You know, it attracts the eye, it attracts the attention.
Yeah, and they're I guess also they're a very young brand. They've identified really well with that younger market. It's actually interesting when you look at models like McDonald's and look at models like Domino's. We've actually we've been working on a deal. We did the what was the Mexican in DY that we did?
So there was another Mexican. Everyone loves some Mexican. So then the other Mexican, Guzman and Gomez, for instance.
No, in DY. What are they called?
My apologies. Sorry, Taco Bell. My apologies.
Taco Bell. Yeah. So those we've just put Taco Bell into DY. They've just opened a couple of weeks ago, but they these models that attract that sort of 12 to 21-year-old are they're really attraction models in food for tenancies. When they get that market right, it seems to just flow on into the adult market, that the older market really, really well. So Pocket Pizza has got that really, really right, that young model. Taco Bell does, McDonald's does. So if you look at all these major food businesses, they actually approach that 10 to 20-year-old market really, really well. That's the market that they go for aggressively. They're quite a young brand, a young model, and then it just follows through to the older markets.
Definitely. And with the Northern Beaches and DY, for instance, being home to a lot of young families, for instance, you know, there's nothing like when families are taking their kids out for a stroll, you know, they're being attracted by the limelight, they're being attracted by the colour schemes that are being implemented by these really smart bloody businesses, you know, that are ticking the boxes in that realm. So it's really interesting. It's really smart. These businesses, they're smart. You know, it's not just about, okay, it's pizza. We know everybody loves pizza. It's not luck. There's a lot of strategy behind the marketing and where they go. So.
And before we sign off, you've next door to Pocket Pizza, you've done another tenancy for Mexican.
Correct. So, you know, the brilliance of it is we went back to back. James and I weren't marketing.
And you're not even Mexican.
I'm not even Mexican, I know, but I seem to attract it. It's unreal. Probably should get rid of them though. It's probably what, you know, people insinuate. But we thought, all right, we've done one deal. we want to keep these owners even happier than what they are. So then we tackled the property next door. And mind you, this was a lot smaller property, extremely narrow. And then we got another Mexican joint in there. So Brookvale's got a lot to bloody look forward to. And
they're a big takeaway model there, those guys, or a big eat-in model?
Big eat-in and takeaway model that are coming
Both.
from Melrose Park. So they're stretching their wings out to the northern beaches. And for those who don't know where Melrose Park is, we're probably looking at it, North Ryde. We're looking in, Wentworth Point Roads area, all in within those district areas. So you've got now these guys exploring the northern beaches, more Mexican, different kinds of Mexican. Everyone's in Brookvale. Everyone's happy.
And the delivery model again, and they're going to be two very good brands for the area, a bit attacking that young market that I was talking about.
Young market and being very cohesive with their strategies, so it's impressive and really looking forward to it.
Happy days.
Happy days.
There's your pocket pizza speed with commercial week. It's a good week you've had.
Yeah, it's a great week. You know what? And it's
Busy week.
Bring it on. Busy week. Bring on the remainder of 2022. You can tell that it's been a quick, breezy week. My hair's slicked right the bloody hell back. So we're moving quick.
Yeah. Your hair looks different today. You've changed.
I've changed.
You've changed, man. You've changed.
Even like cufflinks, I've changed.
Jeez. Anyway, mate, love ya. Everyone, thanks for watching. That is Speed Deals. These guys, they're the brands that are actually opening in really, really tough times. It's interesting to see. It's in commercial. It's very interesting to see.
I love it. Take care, Mark.
See you, Ledge. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.